this remote is not working. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You can find me on Instagram at on Instagram you can find me on b_mesada, which it will come Miss Claudia, since we are many Miss Claudias, so that's the name I use. And also on YouTube you can find me as Miss Claudia, but you should search as Miss Claudia Kenyan YouTuber. That's where you'll find me. So guys, I tag all my videos as Kenyan YouTuber, since we are many Miss Claudias. So guys, if you're searching me on YouTube, search Miss Claudia Kenyan YouTuber. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are having another story time video. Yes, I've tried to do this several times. So today we are having another story time video. So I want to give you a story on how I got played how I got played in a club twice. So this is going to be two stories. Yeah. I think that's the perfect story for today's video. So there is one day, let me start with the oldest event. So in 2020, yeah, this was the beginning before COVID came in. COVID came to Kenya in March. So in 2020 was January, where we had started hearing about COVID. So we still had chances to go to clubs. We still had chances to go to church. Like, you could do everything normally since it was before COVID. So on this day, I go to, my friend invites me to her birthday. So excited. I go to the birthday, and so before the birthday event, there is a day I came home so late. I don't remember the day, but yeah, it was about COVID time, and it was like 6 p.m. They had started putting curfew, though it wasn't that serious. It was 7 p.m. curfew, so it wasn't that serious. So guys were still walking. So I go to the bus station. I didn't get a car, so I was just, it was not so far, but yeah, you need a car to reach to my place. So I was just walking down because there were no cars. So while I was walking, I just see someone. You know the Kwetu hostels on Thika Road. If you know, you know. Yeah, the Kwetu hostels on Outer Ring Road, not Thika Road. So I see a car there standing, and someone just comes in jumping, like he was so jumpy. So he comes jumping and gets into the car. So before he gets into the car, he asks, "Oh, I'm going this way." So it wasn't far, as I was telling you. It wasn't far away. And this guy, I think he was an Uber guy, so he was going the same direction. Yeah, that time of COVID, people like will just give you lift because there were no cars, no what. So I felt lucky to get to be like given a lift. So I said, yeah, why not, since you're going away. And he is a stranger, total stranger, but this was becoming usual because even in the morning when we were going to work, there were no cars, and someone will just come at the stage and say, 4 people get into the car, so I'm going to this direction, whoever is going in that direction can come in. So we'll just get and just go to that direction. So this guy says, it's almost curfew and you are outside here, so you can just jump in, since I'm going this direction. It was just one way, so I already know where it's going. I'm going to this direction, so if you're going, come, let's go. So I get into the car. There were no other people, yes. But I felt so lucky to get a car. Like, I was going to foot all the way home. So I got in, and since my home was not that far, so it was just close, this guy dropped me off. So this guy was like, since I was so kind enough to give you a lift, and I know I'm a total stranger, but would you like kindly give me your number? I was like, just a number, like a phone number. What do I get to lose. If he bothers me, I'll block him. So I tell him, yeah, why not? So I give him my number. Since he insisted, I was like, no, blah blah blah. I usually give so many excuses when someone asks me for my number, so I just gave him. I didn't like, he was kind enough to give me. So I wanted to give him a wrong number, but he insisted, and he was like, I'm just calling now so that I can hear if your phone is ringing. I was like, oh, okay, let me just give him the number. So I gave him the number. So yeah, it's time to go home. I have reached home now. It's just a shorter distance, walking distance to home. So I'm excited. The next day, that was on a Friday, I guess. It was just when we had opened work, like in January. So the next day, or I don't know if it was on weekend, but I just remember then, like some few days later, my friend, we worked with her in the same building, so she became my friend, asked me to come to her birthday party. I felt like, yeah, why not? We are friends, so let me go to her birthday party. So I go to her birthday party. The party is okay. I reached at 10, so we birthday, we dance. It was in a club. So I decided to go home at 3 a.m. This place, yeah, my home is not that insecure, but it's just your unlucky day that it gets insecure. So if you are unlucky, something might happen to you. But if you are lucky, like, you will reach home safe. Since people are working like 24 hours, it was almost curfew time, but it wasn't that serious. So people were just walking, people were just like, nothing will happen. So I decided to go home at 3 a.m. So this guy, the taxi guy, you remember him? The Uber guy says, you going, where are you? I told him, I'm in town in a friend's birthday. So he asked me if he can come. He is too old. Like, he was an old guy. I say, no, why would you come? Like, it's my birthday. So nimekuwa nikirecord hewa. So he did not come in. So I tell myself it's 3 a.m. and the guy decides that he's going home. So he told me, I'm going home, so it's 3 a.m. If you want to go home, you can come with me. Bro, I've already recorded this. I don't feel like doing it again. So I tell the guy, yeah, I'm going home. So the guy decides to drop off somewhere and pick fries, then we head home. So this is like 3:30 a.m. So he starts the journey. My home is just around the corner, but the guy decides to use another long way. So I'm like, no, this is not where we go. So the guy says, oh, I'll just drop these fries, then I'll take you home. So I agree. I'm like, you should have told me. I should have taken a matatu home. So I just decide not to complain anymore. So the guy decides that you're going to his home. So I'm like, no, I won't get into your house. So you just drop off the fries, then you can head home. That is like 4:30 a.m. So the guy's like, no, I can't leave my car open, and I can't leave you inside the car, since someone will notice you inside the car. Then it will be another. So I'm like, okay, then you can leave me outside here. It's already safe, and I'll just stay here and wait for you. So the guy's like, no. You just need to get into the house so I can drop this and then we go. So I am like, okay, there is no need to shinde hapa tukipingana. So let's just go. So the guy opens his house. Have you ever been shocked? Have you ever been shocked? Okay. When the guy opens his door, there is a mustard seat near the door. This chair is so dirty. I've never seen such a dirty chair. Do you know the chairs that people sell, second-hand chairs that people sell on the road? Yes, that's exactly how the chair looked. So the guy is like, sit down on this chair as I look for you, for a duvet for you, so that you can just relax, and as we wait for 6 a.m. so that I can take you. Since I have another shift to do, I'll have to rest for a while, then I'll take you home. I'm like, bro, what do you expect me? Where are you telling me to sit? Is this the chair that you telling me to sit on? Bro, najua niko na maringo, lakini bro, if it were you wouldn't sit on that chair. Like, I've never seen that dirty chair. So the guy opens the curtain. After the chair, there is a curtain. Like, this is a single room, so there is a curtain that separates the bed and the sitting room. So the guy opens the bedside, and his bed is so dirty that you will think that no one lives there. These are just things that have been picked and put in this house so that the house is not empty. So I'm like, bro, how does someone sleep on that? Like, you know, the pillow where the guy is placing his head is so dirty. It's like someone just picked it out and put it there. I was like, no, I'm not sitting on this chair. So I stand with courage, since the place is just a plot, like a slim plot. The only place is the road where people just pass, but the place is so slim. So I'm like, I want to go home with courage. Why? Because there are so many neighbors and people are still fetching water. So I told him I want to go home. I'm like, if he does anything, I just scream. But luckily, also, he had not closed the door, so I could just step outside. So I tell him, I just want to go home. So the guy is like, no, I need to rest since I'm waking up at 6 a.m. and now it's like, that is 5 a.m. Now it's almost 5 a.m. I need to sleep. So I'm like, no, I want to go home. You had promised me that you're dropping me home, so I want to go home. If you can't drop me home, just drop me in the nearest road where that can lead me to my place, and that's it. Like, you can come back and sleep. So the guy got so angry. You can't sit on my chair, you can't He just started complaining, and I'm like, yes, you should just take me home. You promised that you're dropping me off. You could have dropped me off the nearest station. I could get a bus and go home. So the guy started complaining, and I was like, I'm not wasting my time here. Let's just go home. So I walked out. The guy followed me. He opened the gate. He opened the car. I was like, now this could be the end of me. Like, the guy could decide to drive outside Nairobi and I could need nothing. Like, I could do nothing. What could I do? So I just started praying, dear God, blah, blah, blah. That I'm praying. Like, I'm praying for my life. So this guy was just kind enough to drop me to the nearest road. So the guy dropped me, but he was not off. The guy dropped me, but he was not off. Like, the guy dropped me and started taking rounds around me. Like, he was just stalking me. Let me say that. He would stalk me. Like, he went first round. I see just him passing with the car. Like, you know, now I'm walking towards my home, since there is no car that is coming that way. But yeah, it's 5 a.m. already. People are opening businesses. This is a place where people don't close, like, totally. So it's 5 a.m. people are already opening businesses. So the guy just goes around. He comes back. He checks on me. I just see him and I assume him. Like, I'm just looking away. Like, I'm waiting for the car, or I'm just busy walking. Then he goes the second round, then the third round, then the fourth round. I'm like, bro, why are you wasting time? Like, you should be resting now. It's almost 5:30. You should be resting now. And also, why are you wasting petrol? Like, you could have dropped me even at the nearest place where I could just walk home. Why are you wasting your time? So luckily the bus came and I took the bus and I went home. But bro, I really footed. Like, nilifoot kweli kweli. Like, oh my God. I walked in hills. I've never walked such a long distance in hills. But yeah, I really walked in hills. So, thank God that I was home safe. I was home by 5:30, like I guess 5:30, since it was a 10 minutes walk or a 20 minutes walk, but I was home by 5:30. So I go to rest. This guy, I don't know what to say. He never texted me, or maybe he texted me, but I assumed him. I never saved his number, so even I don't remember his name. I don't remember. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Yeah. So guys, that's the end of my story. I have a part 2 for the almost the same story. So see you in my next story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also, if you have a comment, feel free to comment down below. Guys, I'll talk to you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.